Hey everyone, so this is my deck list for the DInomon. I hope you like and enjoy, and if you have any questions for the ratios or any ideas, I'm happy enough to take them in board and happy enough to ask and will answer any questions as best as my ability. But we'll start off with the DInomons, running two of the new Coromons. The reason why I like running two of them is just because I know there's a lot of floodgate rookies, so to pop them off with this is nice. And then I also run the 3 copies of the BT14 Coromons just to get that additional draw power from the security. Sometimes I think the draw is actually more needed than anything. Funny enough, we are running our own floodgates. We're running one of the BT5 Gaussmon, can't reduce the Digivolution cost, and we're also running a single copy of the DInomon from BT14 by not being able to play Digimon by an effects. We're still in that meta where Davis and Ken, Imperial, and a lot of purple base, especially running the dog package, can play a lot of Digimon out by an effects. This kind of helps stop it. And this kind of shuts down trainings and scrambles. They can still use the scrambles, but they still can't pay the reduced costs. They still have to pay for the full cost. Then we're running 2 copies of EX1 Agumon just to get the searcher for another rookie or a tamer base. I decided to run this one over the BT11 Agumon just for the fact of it runs better. For red base, this runs way better for it. If it was running a green base, I think I would change it to BT11. And then we're running a full play set of the ST1 Agumon just because everything still has the reptile trait and the DP buff comes in clutch. And then we are also running the new EX8 Agumon. As you can see, I'm not really running the Retaliation Inheritable Agumon. I don't know 100% about it. I haven't really seen much use for it in any plays. It's like you're going to crash into my stuff, you're going to crash into it, but with the DP buff, there's not really much that has actually went over the threshold for their stuff to, my opponent's stuff to live while the line dies. They both usually just crash into each other. But having a good searching Agumon that your tamer and your line, it's great, absolutely great. Plus the 2K inheritable, absolutely fantastic. On the Art Champions, we're running 2 of the BT14 Tyranno for the reduce, getting the start of main reduce and end of turn attack. I think having 2 of these isn't too bad. I do like them, but I would like to swap them out for more Tyrannomon X antibodies down the line, as well as the new Tyrannomon. But there is a level 6 here that we do run that gets more beneficial for the end of attack or end of turn attack than it does with anything else. But yeah, 3 Tyrannomon X antibodies for the win attacking. We're never really gonna, unless it's like dire need, we don't really want to digivolve into this hard. We want to digivolve on top of our Tyrannos. They get the reduced digivolution cost by 1, and then the piercing inheritable is fantastic. It's what Dino needed, was piercing. Then we're running 3 of the security Tyrannomons with the starting Animon digivolving to get plus 3k until the end of your opponent's turn. This awesome, absolutely awesome Dino. And same again, plus 2k inheritables. You make your line super stacked. And then for the rest of our level 4s, we're running 3 copies of the BT11 Tyrannomon, just for the fact of You're on play vintage evolving, play a tamer, cost 3, and then the 2 can heritable while you have a tamer. It's nice. Like we like to BT11. And on their level 5s, we're running the 5 copies of Master. For its fortitude, I would say this one is more adept to be main line to go up. The fortitude, you unplay vintage wallbang, suspend 1, and then if this is you want to suspend it, pop 1 and take careless, and the security attack +1. Fantabby-dozy, absolutely fantabby-dozy. In my opinion, the lesser level 5, which I'm actually thinking about replacing 2 of these with the BT8 Master Tyrannomons. Because with the reduced distribution cost on the way up from the Tyrannomon X antibodies and the new tamer cards and the option cards, the scrambles, it just, I think it would work better. And keeping 2 of these in just to get the suspend something and then de-digivolve 1 and then the protection of de-digivolve and bouncing is nice. And the trashing altern effect for the inheritable, I think this would be better for a Rust Tyrannomon build than it would be for the Dino Rex. I could be wrong, but that is how I feel. Then we're running the full playset of the Dinomons. Then Boss Monster, always want to see it, always want to pop shit. It just, the fortitude on play vintage evolving an opponent's turn is just, this is what Dino wanted to be. This is what Rust Tyrannomon wanted to be. And then for additional level 6s, 1 copy of Medieval with the Alliance of Fortitude, seeing itself being played out manually whenever you're suspending 2 Digimon that reduces the play cost down to 7. Getting activated to win Digivolving effect or just hard Digivolving in doing the effect. Triggering the Vortex and Alliance, absolutely brilliant. Add this with the Piercing Inheritable, you're getting over anything and everything that needs to get over. It's fantabby-dozy, absolutely love it. And that 1 card that works really well with BT14 Tyrannomon that we're running is Dino Rex, which is basically another. It's Crimson Blaze on legs. It's great because I've seen myself just digivolve into this, trigger the Blitz, and leave it there on the field. All turns while your opponent has 1 or more memory. This gains +4k, and then they can't play anything out with 6 careless. Either hard playing them or playing them by effects. This just sits on the board and says no, I can keep this line until the memory passes, and then be like, oh, end of my turn, swing 15, 16, 17,000 or 16, 17, even 18,000, just swing and just leave out there doing 2 checks and be like, try and get over it, try and remove it. If not, you just, I'll just leave this on the board and just be like, deal with this. If not, I'm gonna hard play the Goxamon. It's fantastic. Then on their level 7s, we're only running 2 Agibons. Like the fact that we can just, if our security is low enough, just ace on top of Agumon on the opponent's turn, or just hard Digivolve into it. And the fact that it's still the same 3 costs, add this for the scramble for the cost of 2. You're going into from rookie to this for 5, unless you just raised, and then you're literally going into rookie to this for 2. Getting the Windage Evolving, adding this with the new EX8 Agumon. You can delete something 16 with the structure deck 15, which is most of anything that's annoying on your opponent's side of the board. And when attacking, if you have a red tamer, trash top the security before you actually do the check. It's amazing. Or even just like hard slam this down for 8, getting rid of your opponent's aces or big annoying boards. Well, a big annoying one or clear out a small body of boards is great. Then on to the tamers. Tower Williams, start at main. If your opponent has a Digimon, gain a memory. Your turn, when one of your Digimon with DInomon in its name attack, suspend this. Reduce Digivolution cost by 1 during the attack. So, one in the DInomon X, using the X antibody effect, go into metal or into the master, and then go straight up in the DInomon during a single swing, popping their boards. It's just amazing. I was like, full playset is nice to have, but having a consistency, I think always seeing at least one on the board is fine. 2, great, but 3, it's just a nice wee float. 1 copy of Shoto, just for the memory setter and a redirect. So even if I don't have the raid of the DInomon X antibody, I can still swing into something small, Digivolve up the line, tap the Shoto, change that attack target to the thing that's going to be the more annoying thing on my opponent's turn, make them rebuild up. Yeah, this is amazing. Or even just swing, tap the Shoto, redirect, Reatari, Digivolve all the way up, pop that thing that you were originally swinging into, and then take out the big boy that you need to get rid of. Then for our option cards, we're running 1 X antibody just for the Fortitude, just deactivate it again. There has been once or twice I've had to like go in the DInomon X antibody at the back, place this underneath, then swing and get the wind backing. We go up the line, but it's a nice free support either way. Then we're running 2 scrambles for, you know, to reduce the Digivolution cost by 3, then place in the battle area, and then delay if your opponent has Digimon. Stack the top of our deck if we need to, and then play one out if we don't have one on the field already. 2 trainings, just because they're a nice wee mini search, as well as reduce the Digivolution cost down the line. I was thinking about changing these up into different trainings, like the green ones. But I say, if I'm taking out 2 medals for another 2 masters from BT8, I would rather have these in. And then our last 2 is the only thing that actually lots of search apart from the Agumon for our metal Tyrannos, being the Garnet Memory Boost, being treated as black as a color requirement. Search top 3, grab a red or black Digimon, and then delay, gain 2 memory. This is the only thing outside of Agumon that will grab the metal, which I don't mind, because I'd rather see the master. But I say, if I'm changing the deck up, then that wouldn't be too much of a problem. I can see there's no security bombs and stuff like that. If I was going to add a few in, I would take out a Shoto, because the deck has consistency, I could actually drop down a BT14 Tyranno. I'd say, if I could get my hands on another medieval, I would take both of them out and actually change that to another DInomon X antibody, just to make sure that I can see what I need when I need it. I know there's good option cards, I just haven't came to a decision which one I want to try out yet. But yeah, that is the Dino deck, my version of Dino deck. Yeah, as I say, if there's anything you want to ask questions about, more than welcome to do so. Any feedback and ideas for ratios, I'm happy enough to listen to them. And if you like the videos and like the deck list, yeah, and want to see more, just hit the like, subscribe, and have fun with it. Thank you.